can change the name if you want.
He did vote for you for the Community Assist Award.
Respect, brother. Respect, brother. I appreciate it.
Yes. He's going to win by a landslide. Yeah. We didn't get to talk to you yesterday. What are your initial thoughts on this next matchup with Oklahoma City?
Obviously I think a very tough matchup. It's a very good ball club who's, really clicking at the right time. Just watching them play, they got it going. After that first game against San Antonio, they've pretty much been rolling. And so, it'll be tough. They got some guys playing well. Kenner's playing really well. Steven Adams is playing, obviously KD and Russ, but Steven Adams playing well. And Roberson finished out that last series. And Deion's been playing well off the bench as well. So they got some guys playing well that we got to make sure, obviously, Russ and KD will always be the focal point, but they're tough to stop, But you got to try to make it tough on them and not let the other guys, have games where they're scoring 15, 17 points. That's how you get beat.
You didn't see a ton of Adams and Cantor together, and they seem to be doing that more. What kind of matchup is that for you guys?
Obviously it makes them really tough on the boards, but, we clean up the rebound. I think with that matchup, with that lineup, I don't think they'll be able to keep up with it. So, that's obviously a strength of theirs, and, if we can kind of minimize that strength, and them getting offensive rebounds, then we get off to the races. I think that plays into our hands. If they're offensive rebounding, then it plays completely into their hands because we can't get out and run. So, I think it's definitely a matchup, a lineup that they'll go to quite a bit because it's been successful for them. But I think, like I said, if we just handle the boards, it can work in our favor as well.
You guys beat them in a game where they out-rebounded you by 30. It's hard to conceive that can happen, but how does that happen?
I have no clue. That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen, to think it was 63-33 and you win a game. Like, that's not supposed to happen. So I don't know how it happened. I can go watch the game over 3 times, and I don't think I'll still be able to tell you how that happened. Yeah, keeping the turnovers down always helps, and that's something that you have to do against this team. But because you turn the ball over, it's a dunk. So that definitely helped, but I don't care if you have 5 turnovers. Getting out-rebounded by 30, we can't do that in this series, that's for sure.
You have 4 technicals this postseason, have a little wiggle room to get before you get to 7. How do you control your emotions going forward? How important is that going to be?
It's definitely something I got to do because I can't get suspended. That's bad. So it's definitely something that I have to do, and it's something I was practicing in practice today. So.
How do you do that?
JC and DeMarco was refereeing, and they were calling terrible calls. I said, you know what? I'm not talking to y'all. I'm going to keep my cool, not talking to the referees, just play basketball. I was good today. I know if I can, I got to practice it now, though, because it's a habit, so I'm working on it.
Once you and Tolbert had the bet, you did really well in the regular season, though, too.
Yeah, I was better. I was a lot better. It's just something, that's something that I have to focus on.
Yeah.
And I haven't focused on it at all in this playoffs, but I'm focused on it now. Usually when I focus in on something, I can do pretty well at it. And I'm stubborn enough to do well at it because I have to, prove to myself that I can do it. And I always want to prove whoever I'm trying to prove wrong. In this case, it's myself. So I think I'm gonna do a really good job with it. Don't be surprised if I finish this postseason with 5 techs. I'm going to give myself a little wiggle room, but don't be surprised.
Even once today? Was there not even once?
Not once. They was picking with me, too.
Was there any kind of facial gesture?
I just said, I laughed at them. I said, you're trying to get me. I'm not talking to you today.
You go.
Well, Steve said yesterday that he talked to you before the Game 5.
I wasn't focused in on it, though, because when he talked to me, I said, yeah, I'll be fine, and I kind of laughed about it, I'll be all right, I got you, and then boom. So, although I was walking the other way when I got that tech, so I was a little conscious of it, but I'm locked in on it now, so it's a game within the game for me. I'm excited about it.
Are you going to try to change your approach and how you contest calls? Like, excuse me, sir, I disagree.
No, I'm not contesting any calls. No, because if I contest the call, no matter how my approach go, then it's going to change. I know me. So I just can't say nothing about the call. Because if I go have a nice conversation and he tell me, Draymond, you did foul him, and I know I didn't, I'm going to lose it. So
Away and say, "Oh, drat" or something. I mean,
I'm going to walk the other way, and if they call a foul, good call. I'm not talking. Nope,
Have you ever
done with
said
it.
"oh drat"?
No, I don't even know what old drat mean. Old crap?
How's your body?
Went over my head with that one. My body feels great. You know, it's really the best I've felt in quite a while. You know, just ready to go. It's obviously time of year where nobody's 100%, but I feel really good.
Steve talked about the need for team rebounding against these guys and how, you know, he basically said you're pretty much always a live body out there, whereas some guys get caught flat-footed. How can you impress upon your teammates who do sometimes get caught flat-footed to always be on the lookout?
I mean, you know, it's something that we've talked about, and I think it's one of those things where, you know, guys, we got to lock in on it. If we want to win the championship, we should be able to lock this. Like, this is one of their strengths. Like, other than KD and Westbrook just being, you know, a force in everything, I think that's their best strength, is their rebounding. And so if we can't lock in on a team's best strength, and I'm not saying we're going to hold them to zero offensive rebounds. That's kind of impossible. I don't care who you're playing. But if we can't lock in on a team's top strength, then we got a whole nother problem. So, you know, it's something that, you know, we talked about. We're going to keep hammering, you know, and guys, we just got to focus in as a team on it.
A lot of people are expecting Steven Adams to try to incite you into a technical. Is that something in particular you're readying yourself for in Bracers?
He'll try. I may get him one. But nah, I mean, he is who he is. I know the type of things that he do. He go into the game prepared for it. But
What type of things is that? What type of things does he do?
he is who he is. It's no secret. You know, it's been well noted. You know, well noted what he does, and it works for him. You know, so it's no knock to him. Like, that's how he's paved his way in this league, and it's been successful for him. You can't knock him. But going into the game, you have to know that. And I am the main culprit who needs to know it. So I'm well aware.
How much confidence do you guys have in Andre going up against KD for 30 minutes a night or so?
A lot of confidence. You know, we obviously believe in Andre. He's a great defender, but guarding KD isn't a one-man job. And if you make it a one-man job, I don't care who you put on him, it's going to be a long night. So that's a team responsibility. Obviously, you know, Andre will probably be the primary. Andre Harrison, you know, it's myself, Sean, Clay. He's going to see some of everybody. But, you know, Andre will probably definitely be the main guy guarding him, and he'll be the primary, but everybody got to be on the stream. When KD has the ball, everybody got to be aware.
What are the keys to making it tough for him?
Just contest every shot. He's 7 feet, so sometimes that don't even matter. But you just got to try to contest every shot and make every shot he take tough.
There's always talk about KD's offense, but, you know, watching the Spurs series especially, I was like his defense also. I mean, is he a better defender than people think he is?
I think KD's always been a very, very good defender when he wants to do it. You know, obviously when you're showing that much of the offensive load, you can't always do it. Like, it's just not physically possible. But I think he's always been a really good defender. And, you know, it's playoff time, so guys usually lock in during that time.
Thanks, Draymond.
thank you. I meant, oh,